Hey everyone, Nick here from Alba Coaching. Sadly, I'm being beaten by technology. I went live on Facebook, which was great to have some people there and taking part. But sadly, I can't seem to move it from Facebook to Instagram. So if you know how to do that, please comment below so that will help me out in the future. That'd be awesome, thank you. But just to launch the 30-day Limitless Challenge. Now, this isn't something that I've come up with, okay? Just a disclaimer there. But I'm intending to do it. And my hope is that it should just be a bit of fun for people. So I wanted to share it with you. I plan to launch it in April, but with all the limitations and self-isolating going on right now, I wanted to give us something to help our mental well-being and to really give us something positive to focus on in the future. Okay, it was inspired from an audiobook I'm listening to. I'll comment the name below this post in a moment. But the key messages that I keep hearing are that having goals are the key to success, and that writing them down helps us commit to them, helps us achieve them. So I'm going to give you an overview of what the challenge involves, and then I'll go into a bit more detail, some of the points as well. So firstly, using a notepad, or if you want to use a device, that's absolutely fine, but we're going to make a list of up to 10 SMART goals. Write them in the present tense. I'll explain a bit later about exactly what a SMART goal is if you're not sure. Focus on what's important to you right now in life. Is it your career, your personal life, maybe it's fitness, whatever it is, that's what I want the goals to be about. Doesn't matter how big or small. Some should be longer term, maybe looking up to 12 months or possibly 18 months, but don't go any further than that with these goals. The challenge. I want you to aim for at least one goal to be limitless. Okay, don't worry about how big it is, don't worry about how you're going to get there, just write it down. What is something you would love to achieve over the next year? Okay, don't let limits get in the way of this. Each day, you'll rewrite these goals without looking back. The reason we do that, if you can't remember the goal that you wrote down the day before, it probably isn't important enough to you. Okay, so don't waste time worrying about it. Don't add a new one unless there's something really burning that you want to. Okay, but each day, don't look back, write down the list, okay, and then finally you're going to review them, read them out loud, express gratitude as if you've already achieved them. Why? Firstly, this should hopefully just be a bit of fun, a bit of positivity, and give us drive to achieve something when we come out the end of this corona. Don't look back. So the whole reason of not looking back for each day is that if something wasn't important enough, then you'll forget about it. And what we should be left with at the end is a list of goals which really captivate excitement about wanting to achieve them. By writing them down, you're also more likely to commit to them and therefore achieve them. Once you know what you want to achieve at the end of the 30 days, you will actually start to recognize opportunities to achieve them because your mind's focusing on them. There's actually something called a reticular activating system, which is like a RAS filter in our subconscious. Now, if you imagine something like when you buy a new car or you buy a new phone, you suddenly start to notice everyone else driving the same car as you or your friends who have the same phone as you. This is the RAS filter working in your brain. It filters through all the subconscious to find things that your brain's focusing on. Okay, so having these goals in your brain is going to help you focus towards them, and you'll start to recognize ways to achieve it. The limitless bit, well, actually, there's a few people who actually say that you only require a 50% chance of succeeding something in order to find success. Okay, so imagine that. If you challenge yourself to achieve something which actually there's only a 50% chance of succeeding, we probably find that we're limiting ourselves with goals far more than we should do. So that's why we're putting a limitless one. Put something there that you've got no idea how you're going to achieve it, but know that in a year's time, you will get there. SMART goals. So these should be specific, be direct with what you want to achieve, measurable, how will you know when you've achieved it, achievable, there must be 50% chance of success, as we spoke about, realistic, set goals which are relevant to you right now in your life. And timescale. When do you want to achieve these by? I'll give you a couple of examples. So some common goals that people set is that I want to save money. But a SMART goal would be I will save this much by this point. What about goals for I want to lose weight? A smart goal would be I will lose this much or I will weigh this much by this point. Make sure they're realistic. I want to exercise more. A smart goal would be something like I will exercise this many times each week. Doesn't matter how big or small they are, we want to see results. And make sure you celebrate these results. This will help you drive forward to achieve some of the bigger, longer term goals. So remember, setting goals is the key to success, and writing them down is how you'll commit to them and how you will achieve them. I'll post reminders daily, but it would be good if you set a reminder for yourself, set an alarm, then you are going to complete this challenge each day for 30 days. Good luck. I'd love to hear how your progress is getting on. I'll certainly be sharing mine. Here's to a new beginning.